Let's go to Northland. More schools there are having to roster students home as they face sickness and staffing shortages. So what is this sickness and how much crucial class time are these kids actually missing out on? Let's go to Brodie Stone, Northern Advocate reporter with us this morning. Brodie, good morning.
Morning, Ryan. How are you?
You're very well. Good to see you. I'm not sick, but apparently we've got lots of sickness in Northland. What's going on here?
Yeah, so last Thursday, Whangarei Boys High School had to roster the Year 12s home because 20 of the school's staff were unwell, which is about a quarter of the school's teaching staff. And then on Tuesday, they had to roster the Year 11s home as well. So they are still learning, but they're learning at home. Luckily, they're doing NCEA assessments and stuff like that, or preparing for NCEA, but it is still obviously quite disruptive.
Yeah, is there a plan to, make up the classes that they're missing out on, or are they presumably doing work from home?
Yes, yeah, they're doing lots of work from home, and I guess that's why they've chosen the senior students as well, because they can do a lot of that NCEA study at home. But, this has been an issue that's been ongoing for quite a period of time over the last month. I spoke with a doctor who said he's really noticed quite an increase in, those lung infections, pneumonia, stuff like that. And it's really, really impacting our schools. And it's not just Whangarei Boys High School either. It's, Northland College, Kiri High School. There's a lot of sickness around. And when you've got, staff unwell, there's only so much that schools can do to keep students in class. But other schools are having to split classes and things like that. So, yeah.
What about relief teachers? Are lots of those floating around?
No, there's not at all. So, I spoke with Whangarei Boys High School principal Alex Solomon, and he said, basically there's not necessarily a large pool of relievers to call upon now. A lot of them are moving into permanent roles. And so, that's why they've had to roster quite a few students home. So, yes, it's quite a tricky situation.
What do you do long term? Because you can't keep every time we get, a winter chill, we can't keep sending kids home, right?
Yeah, well, presumably, Alex sort of said that this is a worst case scenario situation. This isn't something they do because they want to. It's not ideal at all. But, we know that there's been a teacher shortage for quite a long period of time. The ministry earlier this year said that, we're going to be short of about 1,000 teachers. And so, they were looking at bringing in fast tracking residency for teachers overseas and stuff like that. So it's looking at things like that. But, when you've got role growth, when you've got an aging profession, it's it can be quite difficult to get enough teachers on the ground in those schools.
Am I right?
And relievers as well.
Yeah, and in particular regions. Am I right in saying that the Northland teachers in certain regions, including Northland, get a bit of a top up because they want to attract them there?
I'm not too sure on that, but I do know that, Northland is quite a tricky area to bring teachers to. It's, there's a lot of isolated, there's a lot of rural areas. So, those schools, the ministry as well, do obviously want to try and attract as many teachers as they can to the region.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely talking to you, Brodie. The only thing that you have done in talking to me and telling us this is reveal that actually it's not the winterless north because people get sick there.
Yeah, no, the name is not true to what's actually going on up here, for sure.